Hey there, you guys. NexGenStriker here. Finally back. Oh man, it's been so long since I've been on camera, hasn't it? I mean, it's horrible. And as you've noticed, I've completely changed scenery, mainly because, I felt like it. And, my house is kind of busy, so I figured, hey, why not see me standing up and moving around? Not just sitting around, being, all like I usually am. So yeah, awesome. It's finally sunny, which is why I haven't been able to record, and my Sony Vegas thing ran out, so I haven't been able to make any, audio logs either, so I've just been kind of screwed for a week, but I'm finally back. I'm not dead. So yeah, let's start this off with an awesome vlog number, is it 15, 14, something like that. I don't know, it's been a long time. So I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Some things I'll probably forget about in the middle of this, but I'll talk about whatever I can think of. Alright, so let's go. First off, very proud to announce that Walking Dead is getting a video game. Now, I haven't actually watched the franchise. It's one of those things that I've really wanted to watch, but I just never really had time to, or I've never caught it on TV. But I'll eventually get into watching it. But now that they've got a video game coming out, at least for the Xbox 360, I don't know about PS3. I think for the PS3, yeah. And probably PC as well. That's awesome. I really hope it's good. We need some more zombie games that are actually decent besides Resident Evil. But again, that's kind of debatable. But anyway, yeah, definitely interesting. I'm kind of interested to see what it's going to be like. Is it going to be more like, Left 4 Dead? What's that one? Dead Island? Or is it going to be more like Resident Evil or a Call of Duty ripoff? I hope it's not that. And, yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what it's going to be like. So, yeah, awesome. Next thing what I want to talk about. Yeah, I did get House of the Dead 3. If you guys follow my Facebook, you know that already. I'd really look forward to it. My impressions. It's okay. It's not like the greatest, Grand El Mano, whatever, downloadable game to get. If you want a really good downloadable game, I suggest getting Alan Wake, whatever, American Nightmare, I think is what it's called. That's probably going to be really good. I haven't even played the first one. I need to really get into that as well, considering how cheap it's going to be now. So definitely looking at that. But anyway, so I played House of the Dead 3. It does work with the PS3 controller, and I tried it with that first. I mean, it works pretty well. The main problem with the game is, well, one, they really didn't put any effort into putting it in HD. I think they literally just took the arcade version and just threw it in there. So no HD port, and just a re-release. They did put, I think, maybe trophies. They added some special features, like you can change the blood, you can change difficulty, how many continues you get, how many hit points you get, stuff like that. You can't change the guns, though. You're stuck with a shotgun, which doesn't really work as well as a machine gun would in House of the Dead 4, which I'll get into that a little bit later. But anyway, so I played it. And the other really main weakness is the story. The story is crap. So far I've gotten into chapter 3B, I think, and yeah, it's just not that good. And the voice acting is horrible. It's like they got people off the streets to voice the characters. I don't know what they're doing, but it is a pretty fun game. I suggest playing it with the Move because it feels more like an arcade. It's more fluent. Or if you have the little gun thing, you can use that. If you actually pay for that gimmick, you'll finally have a reason to play it. And also, I don't know if this is out yet or not, but the Resident Evil games that were on the Wii are apparently getting ported to the PSN. I don't know if that's already released or not, but I definitely want to look into that as well, because they're on-rail shooters. And, of course, House of the Dead 4 is coming out, which is what I'm really looking forward to. But that's another video. So I gave you a little sneak preview. What next? NexGenStriker. Q&A. As you guys know, I did release, my last video was about the Q&A. I never really released those videos to get reviews. I just released them to say, hey, I got a Q&A, and usually I get a lot of questions. This time, I did get a ton of questions. Thank you guys for that. Thanks for all the support. It was great. Definitely have some interesting ones to look into. They were awesome. I really liked a lot of the questions, and they were really funny too. So I look forward to doing that. It's going to be really long video, to say the least, but I'll try to get it in there. I knew they'd get longer as I went along, but hey, that's the name of the beast, So now I'm going to talk about Storm Generations, my little tournament that I'm going to have eventually. I've already kind of talked about this, but I just wanted to say that the tournament will probably be around a week or two after the game's coming out. It's going to take me a while to beat it. Although the story isn't going to be nearly as long as the other one, still it might take a while for me to beat. Simply because, you know, I don't just go home and play video games and go to sleep. That's not my life, you know. I'm kind of busy. So yeah, it'll take me a while. So if you see me on PSN, you know, don't message me, say, hey, you want to fight, we'll fight, you know. I can't fight you yet, you know, I've got to beat the game first. I want to, you know, use all the characters and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's that. I'll announce more when it's actually closer. I can't really say a specific date because I really don't know what my schedule is going to be like, you know. College especially can just pile on homework like that, you know, and that was a failed flick. There we go. So yeah, you never know what's going to happen with college. Lately, it's been killing me, although I have kind of put off my procrastinating side and kind of actually gotten into doing some work. So now I'm actually almost caught up, and yeah, that's great. So look forward to fighting you guys in Storm Generations. As far as tournaments are concerned, I'm not sure if you can change characters in between the tournaments. But if you can, I don't care if you do. A lot of people are like, you know, you got to keep this one character and these two supports. No, I don't care. Just play with whoever you want. Just don't cheat, you know, or don't be a rage quitter. That's the only really rules. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm on that. Now I should get into manga stream closing down. Now this was old news, obviously, but I just wanted to give my little thoughts on it. Originally, I strayed away from talking about this because a lot of you are into the Naruto manga. More so than me, to say the least. I've kind of gotten out of it, but I'm kind of getting back into it. Anyway, so the thing about that is, I don't really care that they shut down. I mean, I'm not really for pirating, as you guys know. I'm not really for the scandalations and the ripping off of the companies. I buy my manga, I buy Shonen Jump, I buy the episodes. I don't pirate. That's me. So yeah, I don't really care so much about that. I think it's great that Viz did it because they're stomping down piracy, and it's, you know, if you really like the manga people, you know, that write them, I think they're called mangaka, but I don't want to, you know, mess that up. But if you really support them, if you support Oda, God, I can't talk today. Oda, I don't know his last or first name. I don't know. Oda, the guy that writes One Piece, you know him. Masashi Kishimoto, Akira Toriyama, I don't think he writes them anymore, but whatever. You know, the list goes on. The people who write manga, just if you don't want to rip them off and you really love the series, you'll buy the legit version. And there are those of you who do, you know, still read illegally, and then, you know, you actually buy them, which I guess is okay. You know, I did that too, so I can't really say that's bad because I did it. You know, but now I have a subscription to Shonen Jump Alpha. I had a subscription to the print magazines, and I, you know, put my subscription over there now. So I have it until August, and I'll renew it. And they're 2-3 weeks behind, not too bad. I mean, especially since all the crap they have to do. And, you know, the guys say that you complain. I see so many complaints on Viz that say, you know, oh, I hate you, Viz. You know, you're so far behind. You took down Manga Stream. Well, guys, they can't keep up with all this stuff. You know, they don't just have Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Fairy Tail, and Hunter x Hunter, and whatever else is on Manga Stream. But, you know, they have a lot of things they have to do. They have to release episodes, video games, you know, manga. They have to do the Shonen Jump. They have to do all these legal things. They have to update all their websites. They have to do all their Facebook and Twitter and blah, blah, blah. You know, the list goes on. So they have a lot to do. So, you know, the fact that they're doing this is definitely a step up from the print Shonen Jump, even though I do prefer the print simply because I like, you know, actually reading a book in my hands rather than looking at it online. But that's me. So for those of you who do keep up with the manga in Japan, please don't spoil it for me. I'm trying to keep spoiler free. I mean, I know that Sasuke's doing something, but yeah, just don't tell me because, you know, spoilers suck and I don't like them. So yeah, thanks for that. For those of you who keep away from the spoiler things. So next, Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance came out today. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard one person, IGN, which I don't really trust IGN, but they gave it a 4 out of 5, and that's pretty good, actually, for IGN to say that. So yeah, that's good. And then I watched Jeremy John's review, and he said it sucked, so I don't know. I'm going to watch it just because, you know, I'm a Marvel fan, and I actually did like the first one. A lot of people hated it, but I liked it, so I'm going to go see it probably tomorrow because I'm kind of asleep today. I don't know, but you guys probably can't tell because I kind of act a little charismatic, you know, but I'm actually kind of asleep. So yeah, that's that. What else did I have to talk about? I think that was about it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome, awesome people, and as always, see you guys later.